hello, welcome, hi, how are you? Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to our Friday Wild live stream, which, as you can see by the description box, you can't if you're seeing this in the future, but I haven't thought this far ahead yet. I have a little bit since when I wrote that caption, and I will walk you through what kind of my game plan is. So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. Hi, I'm Hazel. Over on that side of the screen, there is a small dog. That is my dog, Joker. He is small. He's old. He's not that old. He's like 7. He's a little gray in the face. His only sign of growing old is that he gets grumpier and grumpier about puppies every year, but aside from that, he's exactly the same. He's an Alaskan Cleek guy. I play WoW with varying degrees of efficiency. And today, I think I'm going to... Oh, hello, cat. Get a little bit of gear, or try to get a little bit of gear on this fresh level 120 character. So you can see I've touched up her transmog. She looks great. Gear, not so good. I think she's at... I mean, I dinged last night. At like midnight, because I did it after raid. And the other thing that I was going to mention to you guys is I'm still making my tea. So I'm going to go prepare that. And Kitty, if you want to sit in this chair, you can stream. You just gotta, clean at another time. But I need you to... Hang on. How do I do this? There you go. Yeah? Good? Yeah, you can sit there for a sec. Here, I'll adjust it for you. So that's only going to take about a minute. I'm going to play from down here for now because I don't want to make her get up. So we're just going to do it like this. Alright. Hey Hazel, catching my first live stream. Yay, welcome Brianna. How are you doing? Hello Hazel, Cephalips. Katie and Joker super spoiled today. I mean, it's really me that's being spoiled. I'm the one that gets to I get to pet this one. You can pet Joker. He just judges you while you're doing it because he would rather that you didn't. So, this is my Druid. She's in her balance spec right now. This is for no purposes other than doing World Quest. Joker, you can lay down, bud. We got some construction noises happening outside the apartment today. It's been kind of loud. So, the animals and myself are both a little bit on edge. It definitely slowed down, or at least I'm going to use it as the excuse that it slowed down my vlog recording this morning. I did get the vlog recorded, but it's not edited yet. So, that'll be a thing. So my plan for gearing up today is I have not yet... Oh, is that my tea already? This one steeps real quick. It's just a green one. Okay, so I have not done the Arathi Highlands. Hang on. There you go. There you go. I have not yet done the Arathi Highlands world boss. I tried to do it last night. Do we still have the zone actually? I don't know how long we have the zone for. I should go out there. I tried to do it last night, and our group, I was healing because I figured we would need a healer for it, and our group just didn't have enough damage. It was so funny. I mean... Maybe it wasn't for some people. It was 1 in the morning. I thought everything was hilarious. But wrong portal. There's those engineers that spawn, ad spawn during that fight. And the engineer ads will heal the boss. And we didn't have the damage to kill the ads before more spawned. And they were just continually healing the boss. There was no way we were ever going to finish that fight. So I have a bonus roll ready. I would love to get a piece of 370 loot. I already killed the other world boss. I didn't get anything off of him. Oh man, Kitty's staring right at us. Never disturb the kitty. I am probably going to disturb the kitty shortly. There is a limit to how long I'm going to be comfortable here, but for now I'm kind of having fun. I'll probably get up in a minute. Actually, you know what? Let's just... Kitty, here we go. So, you come here. Oh, yeah. And then transplant. This is a fairly transplantable cat. You can typically put her places and she will like stop and consider whether or not she wants to continue to be there before she leaves or stays. I will need to readjust my camera angle because this is not going to be looking at my face when I sit up properly. And let's see if we can do that without disturbing the cat. Yeah, you're good there. Hi. She just wants to know why she's not being pet. How are you? Hi, Hazel, how are you? I'm doing alright. I could use a nap, but like who couldn't? That's pretty much just life. I'm excited to have this time to hopefully get a little caught up in the Druid. So my plan for after the world boss, we're gonna try and do that first. I'm gonna try and get a new group for that first. And then I was thinking, what if, I need a little more. What if, how's that? Glasses over here. What if I made a group, for anybody that needs to do Arathi rares? So it would be a North American Alliance, War Mode off, because that's the life that I live. War Mode off, rare group. And, like, we would fill it, and then I would delist it, so we're all at the same point. We would probably start up on one side of the group. Zone? We would probably start on one side of the zone. I would tell everybody of the order that we're doing them in, and we would go through them all one by one. And hopefully that means that enough people stick with me that, I guess I need to heal this way, normally I have healers. Hopefully enough people would stick with me. Actually, you know what? There are some tanks. There's at least one or two other healers here. There really wasn't that much healing needed on this fight. It was mostly just damage, so. And I'm not doing any of either because I'm at a level 300. But yeah, maybe, hopefully, if I do that, then we'll be able to mostly stick together and mostly be able to kill those things. So they have a chance to drop 340 loot, which I need. And it would be kind of fun if anybody got any pets or rents and stuff like that. There's lots of good stuff to be had. I got a bunch of toys last week. The first week, I didn't get anything except for the meal mount, which I wasn't mad about because it was super cool. But this last week, I got a bunch of toys, and did I get any pets? I don't remember if I did. Life of the cat owner, gotta give up the seat to the cat. Mostly what happens is that the cat will get really comfy in a spot, and she's usually on you. And my raid frames are kind of in the way of my floor. The cat will get really comfy in a spot, and she tends to be kind of on you, and then you don't want to get up. So it's not so much that you can't sit down, it's that you can't get up. I still have a cat here, but you can kind of see her a little bit. I should probably... Man, I can't see anything behind my raid frame. These raid frames and this UI was specifically set up for 3v3 arena, so when there's only 3 frames over here, it works great. when there's 30 of them, or however many this is, it tends to get a little bit big. Get your bonus rolls. I have bonus rolls. Also, congratulations, Flabby, on your golden 1-year acorn. You and Ellipse are in the super special club. It's become a cat self-cleaning stream, and I'm totally okay with that. I hate being in those loops when there's too much boss healing. Also tends to happen in the trash of Shrine of the Storms. Shrine of the Storms trash can get like that. I'm going to disable the cam until somebody decides to hang it back there. Like, both the cat and the dog love that bed to the point that I should probably just buy another one. They're not very expensive. They're like 15 bucks on Amazon. They both love it, so I should probably grab another one sometime, but one of them will probably end up in there. I just adopted my first cat, and she's a lot like that, actually. Congrats on your kitty! Love how your hair is fading. Why, thank you. I am more about it now that it's a little bit less loud. It's still pretty loud. It's a little louder in person. The camera's muting it now that I don't know what I'm doing. But, I am enjoying. Ooh. Once your hair is colored, it's kind of like you can, it's exciting to think about what you're going to do with it next because, you know, I don't have to, I've already made the jump, so I can do different things with it now. I am on NA, yes. You can't re-roll a world boss anymore. You can roll them the first time, though. So I bought 2 bonus rolls this week, as you are able to do, and I used the first one on the regular world boss. Didn't get any regular loot, didn't get any bonus roll loot, so I'm hoping that I bonus roll this boss, and hopefully between looting at the normal time, and actually bonus rolling it, maybe I'll get something. I did do the Defiler's quest that gives you a 340, and that actually Warforged up to 355, so I am wearing terrible garbage tier gear, but I do have 355 boots. So if you just look at my shoes, you'll think I'm doing great. RNG is never on my side. 4 world bosses, all gold rewards. Same for the Arathi, last Arathi cycle. Oh man, that is rough. I don't think I've usually had a whole lot of world boss luck, but World boss gear is usually pretty good item level, but I don't really remember it ever being like super best in slot for me, aside from obviously the Arcano whatever. I need my headphones. They're over here. I was looking for them. They're still plugged in. Turn those on. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm standing in something. Oof. I tried Adagi's Puer Spice because you're talking about Puer. I'm loving it right off the bat. I don't know if I've tried that one. Hi Hazel, thank you for the TSM videos. I've been pointing them to my guild. I sincerely hope that they... Oh, man, as nothing and nothing again. I did get some Azurite power, which is useful, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So what's going to happen right now is I'm going to put these on, drink some water, drink some tea, take some deep breaths, catch up on chat, and then we will set up this group. Also, my forehead's being cut off, and I know it's not spectacular, but like this is just not the angle I want. How do you play with your raid frames like that? These raid frames are not supposed to be used for big groups like that. My dream, thedream.com, is to only ever do a read on this character. 3v3. 3v3 and 2v2, nothing else. And that's apparently not a dream that I'm allowed to live, because I have to get other stuff from other places. I did unlock some Azurite powers, though, so that's something. I don't know what to take. I should probably look it up first. Although this is a 295, I think it's probably not the end of the world if I expect this one wrong. Dagger in the back seems always good. That one's good at my priest as long as you're behind something. So, let me drink some water, drink some tea. I'm thirsty. Okay. I'm about to get the field photographer title, only need the ICC Frozen Throne selfie. I did the BFA selfie quest, actually, for the first time on live. I remember my guildmates complaining about it, but I never did it just because I guess I finished leveling before I got to that point in Terragard Sound. And then when I finally did it, I was having so much fun. Maybe people weren't, you know, you got to have the selfie skills and remembering that the thing that you need is behind you. It was fun, though. I need to watch the new TSM videos. Mine is doing something weird. Depending on what weird thing it's doing, it might be an easy fix, or it might just be a bug that you have to wait for it to get updated. If the weird thing is that it occasionally crashes your whole WoW, then that's just kind of life right now. I'm assuming that'll get fixed, so let me turn on some sound. Is this working? Am I connected to my computer? I am. There we go. Do you raid with guild or a pug? I do raid with a guild. Love the rain weather here in Portland Town. It has been a beautiful, gloomy, raining day. It's just been a little chilly and a little rainy and a little overcast, and that doesn't sound very exciting, but in fall it kind of is. So here's the route that I'm thinking. I wish I could like actually draw with like a marker. I'm thinking we start here at Yugursa, and then we go north. I just kind of want to zigzag. I want to do a zigzag. Is that dumb? Is that a dumb idea? I want to go like this, like that, up, down, and then up, and then we can finish it Flint Dagger. Is that too confusing? Is there a better way to do it? It's not like they numbered them. Hi Hazel. It'll be a 120s I think out here. Stream on Twitch. I'm happy here. It's the same stream. Would you consider putting non-WoW content on here? Focused on one game, mentioned how damaging that could be. What do you mean? Like it would be damaging if I put out non-WoW content? I would love to put out non-WoW content. I just need to get my time management in order so that it's not affecting the release of my WoW content. And until I'm happy with how many WoW videos and the quality of WoW videos that I'm putting out, I don't want to take on any more projects because I'm horrible for just starting things that I don't have the resources to finish. So I don't let myself start things until I have satisfied the requirements of all the other things that I've already started. Okay, would I be alright selling everything I want to put on the auction list with the settings that you showed in the video? I mean, it's like, so in the video, it really depends on what you're comfortable with. That's how I sell all my stuff. The biggest thing that can go wrong is having a minimum price that's too low, because then you can sell something for a price that you might feel is too cheap. I can't tell you how cheap too cheap is, though. I really can't. I could guess, but then I might be wrong, and then you might be mad. Halfway exalted with Proudmoore Admiralty. Do you think I can get exalted with them before Culture and Humans? Absolutely. Do all the Terragard World Quests, you should be totally fine. Thinking of dyeing my hair a dusty light pink, little nervous. Any advice for confidence? Also love your streams. So I'm gonna start the group. I'm gonna set up my Yagursa. That's the plan, is we're gonna do a zigzag. I'm gonna start the group. We're gonna fill before we go. So we're not going to pull the boss until I delist the group. That's the plan. We're not gonna pull the boss until I delist the group, or at least that's the dream, that's the hope. And then we'll go. So I'm gonna start the group. We can fill up a bit. Everybody can get to this spot, and then I'll chat while we fill, and then I'll say when we're gonna go. So it's going to be in custom. It's going to be start. I'm going to make the title "Hi, I'm Hazel," so you guys know that it's this particular group, and I will put what we're doing here. So it's Arathi, rares, war mode off, and then what else? No, we're not. It'll respawn. I'm not too worried about it. Arathi, rares, war mode off. What else? Moving as one group. So I will list that, and then I need to convert it to a raid. And that doesn't give me an auto accept invite, so I'm gonna have to be pressing the button, but that's okay. So we'll start. I'll let this fill for a couple of minutes, 3 to 5 probably. You're a wonderful lady. Have a great day. Thank you, Injected, for the super chat. Your shirt is super cool. I really like the art style. I like this one quite a bit too. I can't really recommend it because it's very cheap and the sweater is not a very good quality. And also, I bought it on Amazon from a overseas vendor who may or may not have rights to the art. It's something that I bought quite a while ago. I don't think I would make the purchase again. But whoever did do it, very talented. Maybe they have rights to it. I have no idea. Thank you for bringing the nice and friendly out of me. Let's see. Oh yeah. Advice for confidence in dyeing your hair? Well, it's hard. It's scary. It's odd how invested you can be in your hair. It's something that takes so long to... I'm making it worse. It's something that takes so long to grow, and it's a big part of your look, but it is just hair. And you can cut it off if you don't like it. You can wear wigs if you don't like it. And you're probably gonna like it. You just, like, it depends on your expectations, really. I went in with very loose expectations. Like, if you're looking for a specific color, like a very specific dusty rose pink, you might be disappointed if you don't manage to get exactly that color. But if you widen your acceptable range a bit, I don't know if that's useful advice or not. Lovely, my first tune to BFA while watching the stream. The rain is the best. Sounds like a great plan to me. TSM crashing your WoW is still a thing. It's mostly, so it's never ever when I'm like in combat or doing something important. It is, when it's been happening for me is when I'm messing around with creating and renaming groups, specifically. So, like, when I was filming for that guide, I was doing some group creating and renaming while I was demonstrating things, and that's usually when it's been crashing for me. I didn't mention it in the video because, they can patch their add-on, but I can't edit a video that's already up, really. I mean, I can cut parts out of it, but it's, I figured that I'll just have faith that they're gonna fix it. You have rice pudding in one of your streams, and now I've been eating it all week. I've been eating it all week as well. I have some in my fridge, and now I'm thinking, is it 13 people? Yeah, alright, we're gonna get started. Okay. So, let's begin! Wow, I sound like a kindergarten teacher. Alright. So, Yagursa is here-ish, right? Yeah? Ish? Watch it not be up yet. It'll spawn soon, right? Right, guys? Right? I'll try not to miss it. So I've been looking up rice pudding recipes, because in the past, whenever I've made rice pudding, all the recipes have been like, take arboreal rice and basically cook it in milk. Oh, here it is. With whatever it is that you want to flavor it with. And that's always been fine, but it always takes me like an hour to cook. It always burns on the bottom of my pot and is insanely difficult to clean. And the texture is never quite right, and also arboreal rice is very expensive around here relative to other kinds of rice. And I don't feel like that's what I'm eating when I just buy cheap rice pudding, which is what I really like anyway. So I've been trying to look for a recipe that just has me like take regular cooked cheap rice, like leftover rice basically, and then makes it into pudding that way, because I think I need to try that. I will say though that if you're ever making rice pudding at home, regardless of how you do it, the best flavoring that I've found is like a chai rice pudding. So like literally putting chai tea in with your milk or whatever when you're making your rice pudding to kind of chai flavor it, like a good Spicy masala chai. Very good. Very good stuff. How are you feeling about going to BlizzCon? It's almost here. We are 1 month out, and I'm terrified. I am very scared. I'm very afraid. I am excited though. It's kind of cool that they have the schedule out now, so you can kind of look at it and sort of plan out your roadmap. I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, I'm gonna plan out my roadmap. I don't know what my roadmap is. Everything looks fun. Okay. Make sure everybody's caught up. It's gonna take a bit for it to die, so I think we can start as long as people keep moving along. Congrats on the pets. But yeah, I was looking at the schedule. Like, what do you guys think are the must-go-to things? Obviously, like the WoW What's Next stage, and then opening ceremonies from somewhere. That's important. But like, almost all of the panels sound really interesting. And sure, you can catch up with stuff later after the fact. Is there anything that you really have to see in person? Like, I'm feeling like I can catch up on some of the discussion type panels later on the virtual ticket. But if I want to see the esports stuff, then that's something that I should really go to in person, like the WoW esports maybe? I don't know. I haven't been following WoW esports. I used to follow WoW esports rabidly. But I haven't for a year or two, and I don't know, it would take some catching up to get back into it. Okay. Got my Dark Iron Dwarves night before last. Grats! Recent change in deposit costs changed the auction house game for me. I don't think it really had a terrible impact on me because as far as I understand, it mostly impacts single stacks of, like, many single stacks. As long as you're posting large stacks and the things that you're posting are selling, you're not having to repeatedly repost. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but maybe it is. You know you found a perfect game when you're afraid of getting too much further than your friends. I used to always do that in WoW whenever I agreed to level with somebody. I almost never do that anymore. Because as fun as it is, if I'm excited enough about a character, then I find it almost impossible to not level at every chance I get. So like waiting for somebody to level with them is really hard for me. And if I'm not feeling like that, if I'm not so into it that I'm struggling to wait, then I don't care about it enough to actually do it whenever we have time to do it. It's kind of all or nothing with me. So let's do the ghost thing. We're gonna kind of loop down. We can hit up the elementals as well. So where's the Ghosty Boy? There he is. Do you dye your hair on your own? I have, yes. Every time so far. I have not ever had my hair dyed in a salon. However, I'm probably going to change that next time. I don't know when that will be. And I will probably put it off for a really long time. Because, you know, arranging something that has to happen outside of my home is something that, like, takes me forever because I just don't want to. But I'm probably going to get it done. Alright, so it's in a cave. Is it this cave? Is this the cave entrance? I think it is. James, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. Any particular reason for the Druid today? She is freshly leveled. She needs some gear, so I am taking advantage of all of you guys to help me kill Arathi rares, because this is always something that can be really frustrating to try and do in a pug group, especially when they get really disorganized and I start, like, retreading ground. And you just need one more rare and they're, like, nowhere close. I feel like doing it this way where we all kind of group up and move together and hit up all of them once is a decent way to do it. I wish you the best time. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. I'm getting the virtual ticket. The virtual ticket can be such a great time, though, especially, like, not everybody has IRL friends that are interested in WoW or interested enough to come over to a virtual ticket party. I certainly have never done it, but I've always thought that would be the coolest thing to do, is have a day, you know, have the day off, or do, you know, take one of the weekend days, make some snacks, have some people over, do some hosting. Oh, that's a bummer. Can I trade it? Is it soulbound? It's soulbound. I can't trade it. I already have it. Oh, why would they make it drop when I already have it? Oh, that's not fun. That's a real bummer. So I'm thinking standing down to the Goliath and then doing co-work followed by Foul Belly in their cave. So this guy here next. Your hair looks red. It looks a variety of colors depending on the day and the lighting and the camera, and that's okay. My boyfriend and I level multiple different characters together. We switch around frequently. Currently leveling our Magheart together. It's super fun and also adorable. But it's super fun when you get to when it all lines up. I've found that I don't have the commitment. I cheat. I level outside of the partnership. I can't do it. And then lately, I haven't been able to level much of anything at all. I'm impressed that I actually got this to 120. Happy to finally see you live. Love your content. Welcome, Ravenborn. I can play WoW today with Hazel in the background. It's gonna be a good day. I want to help, but I'd be forced to kill you since I'm Horde at the moment. Well, I understand. I understand. I found the Daughter of the Sea quest item last night. It was a cool cutscene. There's a quest item? What realm are you on? I play on Lightbringer. Okay, let's try this one. No luck. That's just the little summon dude. What I'm really hoping for is, I can mark myself, yes. What I'm really hoping for is 340. So we need the cave entrance. I don't remember where it is. It's up here, isn't it? Do you guys know? It's here, I think. Is this the one? Boulder Field. Yeah. I pinged somewhat near it. Hello, Hazel. We have a blast doing it. He's such a fast leveler, but he's slowly getting me to a point where I start to level faster. What server is this? North America Alliance. The server doesn't really matter. We have people from all sorts of different servers. So, Co-Work is here. I do have his costume. It's quite fun. I don't know if it can't be the only ogre costume choice, is it? I do enjoy playing for a few minutes at a time. It's a Shadow Priest ogre. It's pretty cool. Thanks for setting the raid mark. I use my fiance to make sure I finish leveling things that I'm less excited about. I do understand the excitement of not wanting to wait for something for it, though. I just have no patience. Stop giving me things I already have! Oh, what a awful thing to complain about. Oh, that's right. Sorry. We're not leaving. We're heading in. We're heading farther in. We need to head in and go right. That's true. Foul Belly is all in the back here. Tips for rep grinding. Rep grinding with who? Depends on with who. If you're talking about like with BFA factions, then grab a contract, do a bunch of world quests, make sure you didn't miss any quests. That's mostly what you got. So Foul Belly should spawn here shortly. How long is the Warfront going to be on for? I don't know off the top of my head. I think that Wowhead, let me check. Wowhead might have something in there today in WoW Pain. Let's see. So they have... Yeah, so Horde has 3 more days of attacking. So I think Horde can queue for it right now. Is that true? It sounds like Horde can queue for it for another 3 days. There are so many realms. I like reading guild names and figuring out which realms people are from. What add-ons do you use? I recently-ish put out a video titled All of My Add-ons, which goes through one by one all of my add-ons. That's the best place to find it. Rep grinding with Legion, Army of the Light. I do have a video about that one too, actually. That is the Unlock Allied Races Fast video. And the gist of it, I've forgotten parts of it, but do quests, do world quests. Go grind world quests and rares out in Argus. That's what they call that place. Argus. That's right. Okay, have a little tea. I almost wish I had picked a bigger cup for this tea. Usually I have specific teas picked out for every cups. I have that toy too already. This is unfortunate. This is an unfortunate pattern of things dropping. Alright, so now our next step, we're going to go south and do the Rumbling Goliath, and then we're going to go west and get Plague Feather after that. Horde can still queue. Did they shorten the time it's up, or did I miss the days somewhere? I don't know. I think that it's still up for a week to queue when it's up. I think that they shortened the time that you have to be contributing resources for. Not 100% sure. If I'm in EU. If I play on this Lightbringer, could I play with Hazel? You would need to play on the NA Lightbringer. If you're a EU account on EU servers, then you would not be able to find this group. 3 more days of munching on Alliance corpses, power to the Forsaken. Do you mythic key push, and what's your progression in raid? I wouldn't say that I mythic key push. I would say that I go along, and I try to do at least 1 mythic plus dungeon per week for my weekly cache. I did a 10 last week because my friend had a 10 key, and I went along and did that. But I don't really push. The 10 is definitely the highest one that I've done. Our raid progression. We don't do mythic. We're a heroic guild. We are 7 of 8. We're progressing on Gahoon. We had a whole night of Gahoon progression last night. We unfortunately did not quite kill it. We got to about 5%, which, as I discovered, is less close than it sounds. It's a rough last phase in that boss. Do I trust my brain and stay home, or give in to morbid curiosity and go see Venom? I don't know what Venom is. I'm assuming it's a movie. If you want to see it, though, and it's not going to, like, break your bank, to go see it. I think you should see it regardless if it's going to be good. You know, you'll at least you'll have the experience of going out. You can either hang out with your friends or see the movie by yourself and people watch. It can be a whole thing. It doesn't have to be a good movie. I always enjoyed going out for movies, even if they weren't good movies. Like, if it's got to be either a good movie or a bad movie, though. Like, in the middle ones are just a waste of time. But a movie that's so bad that it's good is also a fun thing to see in theaters. Hey Hazel, hey Ryan, how you doing? Just joined. Welcome. The stream or I would imagine it's the stream because the group isn't listed, so wouldn't have been able to join that. Where are the pets, dude? What pets? Like these ones? That's an empty bed. There's a fish in a tank right now. He appears to be hiding behind his heater. There are more fish in my living room. There's a cat on my couch. Unless you mean like, you're gonna have to clarify. I don't have Ball yet. Venom got terror bad reviews. What is it, like a superhero movie? Hey, I actually got a pet. There's a pet. There you go. All right, we got foul feathers. So now we are heading up. The plan is to head up to Rule. We're gonna zigzag up and then all the way down south. We will hit every boss, but we're going up first. I don't know if this is the shortest route, but this is the one that we're taking. Venom is a Marvel movie. Venom is a good movie. I love McGregor. Conor McGregor? They put him in a Marvel movie? Is that a thing? Make your own review. Don't judge by what people say. I have no opinions on whether or not the movie's good because, like I said, I just found out it existed about a minute ago. But I do agree with having your own or making your own opinion about things. There's a very natural inclination to read reviews for something both before and after you see something, and it's normal to want to know how your opinion ranks against the opinions of everybody else. But I always try to resist, at the very least, reading reviews before I go see something or before I watch something, because that's just having somebody else feed me an opinion before I've even made my own. And that's not quite fair. Is there an Almost Saturday show coming? Yes, I did record it. I have not edited it yet, so I will do that after the stream. It's going to be a little late, but it will happen. But you're not... I don't want to underhype it. You're not missing anything super crazy. There wasn't a whole lot of news this week. As far as I know, anyways. If there was, I didn't cover it because I missed it. He's a Spider-Man villain who got his own not related to Marvel's movie. Grats on the pet. Thank you. What's the pet that you use to tame new pets? So there's a bunch of them that you can use. The reason... Oh, gear. I like gear. The move that you're looking for is a move that damages without killing a pet. Reduces it to 1 health, but no lower than that, basically. So we're here. We're gonna do... Can we do Stinger? Is he here? Yeah, there it is. This one. So the one I like, my favorite one is Grumpy. I believe Grumpy is the best one because he has Super Bark, and he also has Howl. And Super Bark does more damage than Weakening Blow, so you can basically get them down to that catchable percentage faster, while still guaranteeing that you're not going to kill them. And because you can line it up with a Howl first, you can do just massive amounts of damage. And, alright, so we got this lady here. Massive amounts of damage, but you don't kill them, so you can still catch them. So Grumpy is very good. Grumpy should be very cheap. You just loot him from a house in Velshara, so there's no real reason not to get him. The Terrible Turnip also works, and I believe the Molten Corgi? Cornelius? There's a Corgi with a move like that as well, but I don't think any of them are as good as Grumpy. McGregor is the UFC fighter? Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. I'm confused. I've lost track of what that whole conversation thread's about. Alright, so no luck there. We're going to move on to Mizrael, and then do Fosrook and the Goliath. Once we're out of combat. There we go. And then we're gonna take it all the way south. So Mizrael's here. This is actually very very quick when you get. I thought you would have needed a bigger group because I tend to join groups that do this that are like massive, you know, like 20, 30 people, but it seems like you can do just fine with 10 or 15. The Morton Corgi. Besides Morheim stepping down. I didn't actually cover that. I looked through the news and I definitely read up on it when it came out. But it seems like it's more of a big deal internally because it doesn't necessarily mean anything's changing in the game. It's more of like a I mean, it is news, but And I'm not downplaying how big of a deal it is, but it doesn't directly impact WoW, which is what my show's about. Are you enjoying the rain outside too? I am, now that I'm not in it anymore. I didn't check my weather before I left my walk this morning. So I wore a coat, but I did not wear a raincoat. And I was pretty cold by the time I got home. I like Scraps, little undead hound, so cute. Cornelius has it. I already have Grumpy, only problem is he's still level 1. He's definitely a good one to level for that. You'll get a lot of use out of him. Okay. So that's that, and we can do, I mean, if we can find Fosric, there's no guarantee that he's going to be, oh, he's right here. There we go. Anyone else remember killing Mizrael at level 25? I remember the quest line. Out in old Arathi. I'm sure they must have redone it in new Arathi. I'm not 100%. But I remember the quest line. I never finished it though. Like, wasn't the quest line really annoying? I remember there being something just obnoxious about the whole process of doing it, to the point that I remember not doing it. It's been a while though. Yeah, the massive groups don't stay together. I think it's really funny when somebody, I mean, I guess it would be better if they stayed together, because this is obviously much better, but whenever somebody joins and they're at a rare that's like across the map from wherever the rest of the group is, and they just really badly want everybody to come over, and they're just like, guys, let's do this one. This one's up. It's like, they're all up. they respawn in like a second. That's pretty funny. Okay, Cresting Goliath. Something that I've noticed is I can occasionally end up PvP flagged, even outside of war mode, because somebody else is in the zone, in Arathi specifically, and they're flagged because they're Horde. And like, if my ability is to accidentally cleave them, if I Sunfire and it dots them because they're nearby, then I'm PvP flagged, and then they can PvP me, I think. I feel like that's happened to me on my priest. I remember fighting somebody that I didn't really want to be fighting because they were flagged in this zone. That happened to anybody else? You guys get that? I remember when you had to level priest with the wand spec. I liked wanding, not because it was terribly fun, but it just felt so efficient, you know? Back when, you know, you had damage spells, but oh, they cost mana, and you are saving your mana because you're going to need your mana to heal. And then, that's okay, you can take out your wand, and then you're doing damage and it's free. I used to very much enjoy the freeness. How wanding wasn't costing me anything. And the sound was also, I found, very satisfying. I really loved the wanding sound. Okay. Yeah. It was awful with solo and group content mixed up throughout. I almost don't remember it, but I do remember not doing it, and if they had put group content in the middle of it, that's probably why. Especially because, you know, before Group Finder, actually trying to find somebody to help you do a leveling quest, tough. I remember asking, actually not for Mizrael, but for, in Nagrand for the Ring of Blood, and for other Ring of Blood quests, you know, in Gundrak, or Zoldarak rather, and, even in the Twilight Highlands for Cataclysm, like, asking in general if there are anybody that wants to help you with your Ring of Blood quest, because this used to be so much experience. Happy Friday, Hazel and Chat. Happy Friday, Caroline. Bug Adventures from the AC, you're so brave. Oh man, so I was pretty done with it like a day after. The day after we had that conversation. Alright. I like gear. The day after I talked about that. Oh, here, I'll finish this in a second. Hey, welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. Appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy the stream and your emotes. Oh man. Those bugs were gnarly. So I did find out what they were. They're not dangerous. They are... Oh, what was it called? I may get this a little bit wrong. Something to the notion of Western conifer seed bugs. So if you Google that, you'll get an idea of what they look like. They're about an inch long or so. They're not very fast. And as I understand, they're not dangerous. They don't really bite. They can't. They have like they eat plants. They don't even eat anything really that you have to worry about. They're just looking for a place to get out of the cold and overwinter. They don't even breed inside. They just, like, they'll breed outside when it's not warm. So they're not dangerous. They don't sting. They don't bite. They have like a scent defense. Venom. Oh yeah, spider. But it's not even very stinky. But they're big and they're unnerving, and they were everywhere. So a day or so after that, as soon as the weather forecast got colder, like as soon as it started getting no warmer than like 75 during the day, we took both of the ACs down so that we could seal the windows again, and that has largely fixed it. I've still had to escort like 2 or 3 out. I don't know where they get in. I've still had to escort like another 2 or 3 out, but most of them I think we're getting in through the AC, and it's nothing to like the 10 to 12 I was doing every day before that. You ready? Stop. You never equipped the shoulders? I did. Didn't I? Maybe I did it earlier when I got the other thing. So now we are heading down. We're gonna do the Rog, and then Moloch and Korgrush. We're gonna do the Ogres, and then we're going to go north up the east coast, and we're gonna end at Flint Dagger. This has actually been surprisingly fast. I feel like we're gonna be done before 4, and then we can sort of take stock, take a look, see what it is that we want. So, Mana Hunter Rog, where is he? Is he up? Is he up here? I bet you he'll spawn up here. I enjoy the scene though. Have you guys noticed these things that they do in just in BFA zones in general? There's a lot of scenes like this that are just like environmental storytelling. Like there's something that you can figure out that happened here just based on looking around. Like it doesn't tell you anything. It's just showing you stuff. Super, super cool. I specifically like the skeleton postures. That guy looks like he was having a great night. I had a very nice horde player help me do the Ring of Blood quests. I would tag and he finished them off. Super nice. Oh, that's nice. Especially because it's hard to communicate, isn't it? Oh, he's down here. I see. I see. He'll probably respawn in a second. Google's conifer seed bug. OMG, no. Well, they're not very fast, so they do fly, but they don't really want to, and they just kind of like plod along. If you liked bugs, they would probably be cute. I don't really like bugs, so I don't find them terribly cute. But they're really easy to trap, and you just take them outside. Like, they're so big that you don't really want to squish them because they do have a scent gland. You don't want to squish that. And they're just really big, so you get the feeling that it would be kind of gory. So you just, like, trap them under a cup, fling them outside, they fly away. But I'm glad that I have the ACs out so that I can just close the windows and not. I feel more safe now. I feel more, not that I was unsafe before, but I was uncomfortable. I was looking thoroughly at every object before I touched it because the last thing I wanted was to have one like on my mouse or in my gamepad because there is space under the keys for them to kind of, like not under the keys but under the hand rest. There was definitely one that I saw crawl under there. So I didn't want to have one crawl out from under there. The worst one was, we came back from a walk. We had walked the dog pretty late at night and we came back inside and I took off my jacket. And as I took off my jacket, I saw one on the inside of the jacket that I'd just taken off. And that, I was not happy about that. I like threw my jacket on the ground, my husband trapped the bug and took it outside. But it's just like, it was just like curled up in the collar. Like I don't know if I picked it up outside, if it was inside my coat and then I put on the coat, wore it for the whole walk and it was just like hanging out there. I don't know what. Ooh, braces. All right. This has been going pretty good. So now in the cave. Well, there's one guy outside and there's one guy in the cave. So let's do Mr. Cave first because I think the outside guy might be dead. So in here, which way? Does it matter? Is it all the way in? We're looking for. That's not a way. What tea does your Siberian Husky drink when he's streaming on Twitch? My dog is not laying in his bed. He is an Alaskan Klekai. He doesn't drink tea. They do drink water. I got him a bigger water dish because they kept finishing their water dish like 2 or 3 times a day. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't sitting empty. So I got him a nice big one. And it took the cat a while to figure it out. She was mad about it at first. I had to go over and sit by it and then like dip my finger in it, let her lick water off my finger because she loves licking water off your skin. Like, if you get out of the shower, she is 100% there, and she is licking any water that you will let her lick off your ankles. A little weird, but not that weird. So, after dipping my fingers in it a few times, I think she figured out that she could drink it. So there should be one more, there should be Moloch the Crusher around here somewhere. I'm gonna put on my bracers. Man, I'm up to 307. I'm up 7 whole item levels in like 20 minutes. This is great. Pretty good luck. There is Winnie the Pooh in the Storm Song with, or at least his friends. Did they have an actual Winnie the Pooh character? I thought they did, but maybe I'm mistaken. Is he down here? No? Oh, yeah, he is. There he is. I love grinding Azurite while drooling on myself. Oh, no. I did find the Winnie setup. It took a while. But I like that they don't force you, they don't shove it down your throat. They don't have like a whole series of quests dedicated specifically to them. They're just kind of set up there. That's kind of nice. Alright, so nothing off of that guy. I did get some Azurite though. And now we're gonna go all the way and do troll in the cave over here. No bugs. I fell into the middle of them. Very clumsy with this particular tune. I can relate to that. I don't have the most, the concept of being clumsy with a video game character is so silly because obviously like you press a button and it goes into place. But I totally get it because that's 100% me. I am the worst, not the worst, I'm sure there's worse than me, but I am a very bad butt puller in dungeons. I have to, if it's a high key and I really don't want to embarrass myself, I'm not doing any damage while I'm going anywhere because I am focusing 100% of my energy on trying to not wander too close to a pack of mobs because I fall off stuff. Like that's the problem. I'm trying to run around a corner and I like run up on something and then I jump off in the wrong direction and then I pulled something and it's just over. I do that all the time and it's rough. Treasure nearby. How's it going? Enjoy your video. Thanks for taking me along. No problem. I appreciate you guys helping me out here. This is so much more efficient than it would have been if I had just tried to. Like, I finished leveling the character last night, and I considered... Now, there should be a dude around here somewhere. This dude, this dude, this dude? No, where is he? Maybe he's respawning. This dude, this dude, this dude? Where's the dude? Am I dumb? Dude somewhere. I mean, I'm sure you just have to wait. We just have to wait for him to respawn. But yeah, I finished leveling at like midnight, 12:30, and I was on here around 1, just running around the zone trying to kill Doomhell. And it's like, well, I could try and do all the rares, you know, I could try and get in a group for them. It's this time of day, probably not. Probably not a good idea. What's up? You want? Oh, I don't have anything for you. I usually when somebody trades me something, like if I'm getting potions from my guild leader or whatever, I usually like to give him like a potato or something. And I need like emergency potatoes. Oh, here he is. Here he is. So this guy has a chance to drop his raptor now, which is kind of cool. Okay. Did Arathi reset or are you a few weeks behind? Arathi did reset, yes. This is the second time that Alliance has had control of the zone. We had it when it started, and then it flipped, and it's flipped all the way back around again. Horde's attacking for the second time now. Hi, Hazel. Do you plan on playing a Culturine when they're out? I will create at least one, if not more than one. Whether or not I play them is a different issue. I've got a couple Dark Iron Dwarves that I am very excited about, but I don't know when I'm going to play them. Absolutely no idea. I need to put more time into my Shadow Priest. I talk a little bit about this in the vlog, but for the first time in BFA, I finally got around to sitting down and looking through some of my raid logs. I haven't been doing so good. It's not great. It wasn't good. I had some pretty bad logs to the point that I had to go back and read through, because I had just given a real quick read through the Warcraft Priest Shadow Priest guide at the beginning of the patch, and I hadn't really looked at it again. So I went and looked up a couple more guides and looked back through that one, because there's been some changes, I think. And I had some Azurite traits that needed to change. I had some enchants I needed to upgrade. I had some priority issues I needed to fix. I had not been dotting early enough. I was still kind of operating under the Legion thing where you are really, really trying to make sure you do your Void Bolts and your Mind Blast, and if your dots fall off, that's okay. Dot uptime is more important now, especially on things that are going to live for a while. Here he is. So, I've been adjusting. It's gonna take me a bit, but I don't need to have top tier logs. I just need to have logs that are, you know, above 50. Above 50% ranking. Just finished Fear the Walking Dead. Bad season. Oh, that's a bummer. I wonder if you can give me a tip for using Streamlabs. I don't think that I can because I am pretty clueless with it. I'm not even 100. Oh, I got the bat. I got the bat. Oh man, that's the one I really wanted. That's the good one, right? Like that's the stuff right there. Oh yeah, but oh boy. Oh, I've zoomed in too far. That's a nice bat. Like I have the shot mount. I don't care. That's a nice bat right there. Oh man. You know what I haven't decided if I'm going to do yet is I haven't decided if I'm going to get these other quests done. Like, they're just for rep, which I don't need because this is an alt. And they're for war resources, which I'm not convinced that I need. I might skip them. Also, related to the, we were talking a little bit last week, or last Tuesday, or recently on a stream, about whether or not BFA World Quest unlocks are account-wide. I was getting some conflicting reports. I can say that on this character, I leveled this character to 120. She was not friendly yet with all the factions. She still isn't. And she did not have her third foothold yet. She doesn't have the Voldoon foothold. I can't port to Voldoon yet. And both of those things were true, and I still unlocked World Quest. Like, they don't immediately give them to you. You have to turn in a quest, but it's just to turn in the quest on the boat. You don't have to do anything. It is an account-wide thing, so that is my experience. I don't know if that's true for everybody, but I can say that you probably shouldn't have to do, you should not have to do any extra reps or footholds on your alts in order to unlock World Quests. You might want to do them for other reasons, but shouldn't need them for World Quests. Streamer lag. Is the bat wearing pants? I don't know. I have to take a look at it. Alright, so that was the last rare. Thanks, everybody. I need war resources for the advancement of the war campaign. Yeah, but why do I need to advance my war campaign? Like, on my alt. If I do it on my main character, I have it done for the sake of allied races. I have it done for the sake of unlocking the dungeons. I have it done for the sake of Pathfinder. Those are all account-wide. I don't see why I need to specifically do the war campaign on alts. Maybe that'll bite me in the butt later, but maybe it won't. In any case, thank you very much to everybody in the group. You guys were a huge help. That was so much smoother than Pugnant would have been. I don't know how to get out of this cave, but I don't actually need to be in the zone anymore, so I think I'm just going to leave. So thank you guys very much. And time to figure out what's next. Ugh. Time to sit normally. I'm so bad for crossing my legs and crossing them multiple times, and it's so hard on my knees, and I'm just trying to remember to sit normally. I don't know where the compulsion is. Like, I don't know if I'm cold, if I'm just anxious, if I'm just a pretzel. I'm secretly a pretzel in my past life, and I'm just trying to head back to Pretzelhood. If nobody's gonna be... There's really nobody... I'm gonna see if I can't get a cat cam rolling here. Hang on. So I'm trying to set up the cat cam so that it's on the cat who's currently on the couch without being... I'm going to zoom in on her a bit because my husband's desk is behind her, and I would like for him to be able to just sit down when he gets home without having to be on the camera because that's not very relaxing for him. Let's see. Configure. Let's see if I can zoom in. Because she's, like, made a nest for herself. I didn't even set that up. I did not even set up that cat nest. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. Nice cat. It's kind of, like, perched. Like, the purple you see underneath her, that's the pillow. My pillow finally arrived. Tilt up a little more. There you go. That's pretty good. That's the cat cam we've been missing. I haven't had the cat just on her own camera. Like, that's what I originally had it for. She sleeps in strange places. Nilsers, thanks for the super chat. Good luck, Hazel. I can't watch playing MTG. Like, you got people over, you at a card shop. I hope you have a fun time. You have so many Tortolan scrolls in your bag. I have a lot of Tortolan scrolls in your bag, actually. That's true. I forgot that you have to actually click those to do the quest, and now I don't know if I need to. I would like to get out of here. So I already got out of combat, and I was supposed to hurt, and then I forgot. So I'm just going to run away until these things tether. Pets are MIA today. Pets are... Oh, yeah. I always get confused if you guys are talking about actual, like, battle pets or actual pets. I never know. You need to advance your working band to go to the other continent. Well, I can go to 2 of the other things. As long as I do this quest and turn it in, I'm pretty sure that'll get me my initial Vol'dun foothold. It is a little bit annoying that you can't do a lot of the, or you can't use a lot of the flight points in Drustvar, at least, without having done a bunch of the Drustvar quests. I was running around out there getting to the world boss last night, and I went to Corlane and I went to Falconhurst, and I couldn't pick up either of the flight points because I hadn't unlocked those as questing areas. Please ask your cat first for a permit. You're right, that's true. I didn't get my cat's consent. She can feel the cameras on her. She used to not have a problem with it at all. She just sleeps in, she just, like, you know, sometimes she'll sleep in a chair or the couch or on the couch or in bed or in the dog kennel or whatever. You always talk about your husband. We never see him. Is he Batman? He's not Batman. He's not a secret. He's been in a couple of videos in pretty small roles. I very much like keeping that part of my personal life very separate from my online life. And I'm still confident that that's the best decision for all of the different parts of my life involved. So if I ever seem like I'm trying to avoid it, it's just because I'm trying to keep a nice boundary there. What am I doing now? I am item level 308. Pretty happy with that. I have 2 new pieces of Azurite gear. I'm not going to set, well, I can't. I was going to say I'm not going to set my traits yet because I might want to get PvP traits, like resto traits for that. But that's a silly thing to say because I can't unlock them anyways because I am only Azurite power 12. So something I could do is we could do some not world quests. I could do world quests. Could do some, let's see. Oh, he's up to offering a 325 piece now. The reward from that cash keeps scaling up. I could do a couple more world quests. We could do island expeditions is the thing that I was trying to say. I could go kill do that quest, do some world quests for some upgrades. It's 310. Now that I'm all the way up to 308. How high do you guys think I need to be before I start just, like, queuing arena? If I was going to. Not saying that I'm going to. If I was going to. Not saying that I'm gonna. Tracy and Guide Dog Fig here. Have you tried farming abyssal fragments yet? No, I can't say that I have. I reached Honor Bound Exalted before Zandalari, spending way too much time on Culture S. Yeah, I mean, because there's so many world quests for it, you have 3 times as many world quests for your 7th Legion or Honor Bound as you do for anything else. So we could do island expeditions, or I was actually thinking we could do a little, just do a little battlegrounds, you know? I haven't really PvP'd at all. Maybe I'll hate it. Maybe I'll just instantly hate it, and then I'll be able to go, well, I don't need this character anymore. I'm probably not even set up. I'm probably missing things off my bars. I could hibernate stuff. I don't know. I haven't set up my PvP talents, really, I don't think. Mangle, Life Bloom, Iron Fur. So Iron Fur should be there. Under a shift mod macro. I say there, you can barely... you can see me toggling it there. Why is my camera migrating? I'm pretty sure my cat didn't move. It's migrating. It's moving. Oh, I think I know why, actually. I can't promise that won't happen again. Oh, no, I moved it too far. Oh, well. Maybe I give up. Can't promise it won't happen again, but the, it's a little loose over there. Actually, I think what I can do is there we go. Close enough. Wish I had an alliance team to do rares with the group. I played horror for 12 years. The only bad thing about the gnome is the squeak she makes when she takes damage. I know exactly the squeak you're talking about. I know the specific squeak that you're referring to. Alright, so I have the important things in my bars. I would like a spot for hibernate. And also... I need one more key, because I made my K my tab target. It used to be my root macro. I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. I don't need that. I don't need Moon Conform. I'm not spec'd into it. So I'm going to put Hibernate down there. Because that could be useful against a Beast Hunter pet. You can Hibernate Hunter pets. Oh, I don't need overgrowth. They took that out. They took that away from me. I don't need that button. I don't know if I'm going to put root there. Maybe I'll try it. I don't like it. I might try it. I'm going to try just a regular root. I have focus macros set up for some of these things, but I don't need them yet. And then for PvP talents, let's see, where are those actually? N? Talents, PvP? Okay, so I do have them. All right, we got Cyclone, Focused Growth, Druid Claw. I don't know if any of these are any good. I do like the system they have where you're not really picking things in a tier anymore. You're just picking things out of a list. I think I looked through these and I think those were the ones that I wanted for just all-purpose general use for now. More invincible farming. Do Island Expedition PvP if you want PvP. I'd have to get a group for that though. I want to start at the very bottom. I am so rusty that I don't want to do anything with any pressure whatsoever. So I want to start with just like the most casual of casual content ever, and then move my way up as I feel comfortable. You remind me of myself contemplating keybinds deeply. It's important. I have always, so I'll show you what I'm, normally, nobody cares. Hi everyone from Western Australia. Hibernating hunter pets has never occurred to me. I feel dumb. You know what else you can do with them, actually? And I don't know if this still works, but you can growl to taunt them. And that will make them come over and attack you. Obviously, if the hunter has a macro, like a pet attack macro, then it won't last very long. But if you think you're about to get trapped or sheeped or something, taunting the water ellie or the hunter pet, if the hunter's kind of not paying attention and they don't notice, or the mage kind of not paying attention and don't notice, the pet will break you out of the CC because you've taunted it, so it's attacking you now. I've had that work. It used to be great. That used to be my move. And by my move, I mean the one thing that I did that impressed anybody at one time. Once. The only time. I want to do battleground. So I want to get up first. I need to get up, but I will be right back. After a good stretch and a deep breath. I'm a little frazzled, but good stretch, deep breath, and then I want to do a battleground. So how many people can I queue for a battleground with? 5? Can I take 5 people in and do a random battleground? Is that something we can do? Oh, you know what we need to do though? Actually, have I changed my mind? I need a weekend. I'm not okay. Skirmish week. I have a quest to do 10 skirmishes, and that will give me a strong box of I don't know what. It might be fun to do skirmishes. It might be useless for me at my current gear level, but it might also be fun. So maybe we'll queue some skirmishes. Maybe I'll lose them all. I'll probably random queue them. I probably won't group up for them, but in any case, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm here. I haven't decided. I'm really torn between doing a battleground warm-up and then trying to queue skirmishes. Let's do one battleground. We got time. Let's do one battleground and then I'll try some skirmishes. So I'm gonna go pre-made. Can I not pre-make a casual group? Arena's custom. Pre-made custom in PvP. Starter group is gonna be called Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm just grabbing 4 other people to come with me if they would like to for a random unrated battleground. That's it. Fish are cute. That's true. I got lost in a... Man, the camera's twisting again. I got lost in a YouTube rabbit hole of watching, Yeah, I did. Well, no. Now it's moving again. How's that? Not bad. Alright. There's one. This is in the PvP section of the group finder, by the way. I had to tighten something and I was very confused about it. The pet taunting thing sounds clever. I made a video guide about it because I was convinced it was revolutionary and that it would like change the game. And I made a video and nobody cared. Nobody watched it, nobody cared, nobody looked it up, nobody talked about it. Was not that relevant. What's your opinion on the WoW rewards from the BlizzCon virtual ticket? Not as many of them are relevant to me as I would have liked as in past years. I'm not a big toy person. I'm not a big cloak wearing person, so the WoW stuff is, and I'm not really into WoW Classic, so the WoW stuff is actually completely irrelevant to me, and that's a bummer, but it's not, I'm not mad really, because it's not something that they really need to provide. I bought a BlizzCon ticket to go to BlizzCon, and if I was doing the virtual ticket, I would buy a virtual ticket to watch BlizzCon, so it sucks that it's a little bit strange, but it sucks that it's not the things that we've gotten used to, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like the banner toy. Skirmishes. All the high-rated players should have gotten their 10 wins by now. I'm definitely pretty under geared and under Azerite. Like, I don't even have access to these Azerite trades. I'm Azerite level 12. Camera traveling again. It was super loose. So I just needed to tighten it up a little bit. So we need one more person, I think. We don't need one more person, but we can take one more person. I stumbled upon your channel. Why is everyone from Portland? If it helps at all, I'm not from Portland. I just live near here now. I'm from Canada. What kind of bipod is the camera mounted on? It's not a normal tripod. It was just really loose on the foot. So the weight of the cable was kind of twisting it to one side. That's all that was happening. You got the 100k pillow? I did get the 100k pillow. And I'm very impressed with it, actually. I won't hype them up too much because I can't sell them to you guys anymore. Those are definitely off the market now. But I will say that the next time I come out with new merch, I want to do it as a pillow because I like the pillow so much. I got the big one, and I was impressed with the canvas of it. Cat is unfazed by your pathetic attempts at shaking the earth. Cat and Earthquake brought to you by Hazel. Do you remember the revolutionary pet top video, Hazel? No. I really want to catch up on the videos that I've already have planned, and then I want to sort of sit down and come up with a whole new plan, because I don't think I'm making the right videos. I get excited about videos, and they are helpful to some people, but I think I need to widen my perspective a little bit to try and make videos that are helpful to more people. I leave for a split second and you're doing BGs again? Maybe. We got one more spot. I'm going to give this another minute. If anybody on Alliance NA would like to come with us, we're doing a random unrated battleground. How often do you read fan mail? I do the P.O. Box mail opening, in theory, once a month. In practice, a little less often than that, 5-6 weeks. Greetings from Ohio. Love your videos. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. When are we going to get Hazel at night where we do casual BGs? I think it is highly unlikely that in any time in the near future that I add on an extra official stream. I don't want to get myself into anything I'm not ready to take on, and I'm not ready to do any more streams. I would join, but I'm cooking dinner. Too much pressure to play BGs with you. This is the least amount of pressure possible. You could auto run into the river and drown, and I wouldn't mind. I might not even notice. Stream might notice that. Okay. Oh, we had a suggestion. Let's see. Are we full? We are full. All right. So I'm going to queue us up. Quick, random. That's right. I'm a healer. I think that's right. Baking stream, but with a frozen pizza winner. Ah, I see you met my raid night meal planning. Your cat is mood AF. She is always like that, and it makes it so hard to not want to nap because she's like a big advertisement. She's a walking advertisement. Not a walking. She is a sleeping advertisement for how wonderful being asleep is. She makes it look so comfy and so cozy. She gets in the warmest spots. And then if she gets you to cave, like if she gets you to give in and take a nap, she's so sweet about it. She'll get into bed with you and she'll purr and she'll cuddle and she'll stay there while you're sleeping and you'll wake up with her and then she's just purring still. It's adorable. All right. You guys get ready for some rank 1 esports action. Is about to... Oh boy. All right. I don't even know what's going on. So I'm going to go to the lumber mill because I like the lumber mill. If we secure that, I suppose I will mosey my way on down to the blacksmith. That's true? I don't know. My plan is to heal my friends and moonfire and sunfire my enemies. I can stun somebody. I don't know how many of these things are on focus macros. So something happens usually when I do BGs. I don't do them very often because when I have everything set up in focus macros for arena, I'll like walk up to somebody and I'll press the stun button and it won't do anything because it's only supposed to stun my focus, and it's not very easy to quickly fix your focus target in a BG, or at least I'm not set up for it. In arena, I do it with I hold down a key and then I use my mouse wheel. Whereas without the key, my mouse wheel changes my party scrolling. Okay. Has Neff gone into the big tank now? I actually did move him a few days earlier. So he is in the big aquarium, and he is doing splendidly. He looked healthy in the other one, but he was very listless, and I think he was, there wasn't a whole lot going on in the tank. It was a little small. It was clean, but it was a little small, and there wasn't a lot of stimulation. There were no other fish, and I was kind of worried about him getting literally bored to death. So he had already finished his parasite meds, and he'd had 2.5 weeks of observation, and he'd been in the store for a while, and he seemed fine. So I decided to move him over. Went very well. He gets along swimmingly with everybody. He's been eating a lot more. Like, he ate a lot before, but he has been going after everybody's food and getting along just fine. Looks pretty good. Do you raid Pug much or exclusively guild runs? Exclusively guild runs. Every now and then I tell myself that, oh man, it would be really fun. Is that a cauldron? Oh, goodness gracious golly gee. That's expensive. Did I get one? Does it work? Did they not work in PvP? Oh, it's potato stew. It's food. I have steak and potatoes. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, every now and then I tell myself that I'm going to, I don't want to ride this mount. I tell myself that I'm going to make an alt, and I'm like, I want to play a healer alt. I'm going to pug raid. I'm going to meet new people in friendly stranger guilds. I'm going to get gear outside of my normal thing, and I get all excited about it, and then I don't do it. Never. Absolutely never. Tea or flavor would you recommend to start drinking tea with? It depends on what you already like. If you're already a coffee drinker, then I would start with a black tea, like a breakfast tea or breakfast blend tea. And I would take it with milk. If you're not a coffee drinker and you're more of like a juice person, hang on, yeah, I have to disable an add-on. Then I would do like a fruitier tea. I would still do a black tea, I think. I think that like a black tea with milk and either sugar or sweetener is like a good intro to tea for somebody that's never really had tea, because it's just immediately tasty, I find. Straight tea, very tasty. Oh, I've died now. Maybe I don't need to have Auctionator enabled in this character if it's going to do that. Man. Have you seen the data mine lightsabers? I don't know. Have I? It rings a bell, but I can't see it in my mind, so maybe I didn't actually look at it. My TSM was broken, but your latest guide helped me, and now it works again. Thanks. I am so glad that got you back on your feet. It's so, like, gold making in general, not TSM specifically, although that's certainly instrumental, but gold making in general, it can be so much fun, especially when everything works. Like, it's really stressful when you're not sure if something's working, you don't know what's going wrong with it, but when everything works. So I'm going to help out here. Are we good here? I don't know if we need help. I'm going to stun somebody. I'm going to stun them. Hello. You have been stunned. You've trinketed. I'm going to vortex. You can't get away. I've got some hot set. I can't see them all, but oh, they're there. There they are. I should shrink my UI just a little bit, just for battlegrounds, so that I can actually see what's going on inside of that. There we go. I'm going to have to click on frames, which is fine. So we have we have farm and stables and nothing else. Let's go. I can come with the lumber mill. Love your channel and your stream, Hazel. Thank you, Alexander. Rematch for pet battles. The cat that invented purring was a true genius. Cats produce sleep-ons to make us fall asleep and be warmer beneath them. That sounds true. I don't even care if that's true, because it sounds true, and that's what's important. Alright, so I've been sapped, but that's fine. I'm a bear. I'm a thrashing bear. Oh. Gotcha. If it's just a rogue guardian, we should be able to do that. Got a dot up. And one thing that my UI does not tell me in this setup is I don't have a number here for how much health I or anybody else has. I'll give you a little Cenarian Ward. I'm gonna give me a little being in bear form. And very hot. Oh, I need to life bloom 3 times for my buff. That's right. I can kite. I don't think we're gonna get this just because there's too many people here. Like, we're not dying. Oh, I mean, well, there's like 4 or 5 of us. We might be able to win. So I can try and clone the healer. Maybe we can't. Maybe we're outnumbered. Ironbrick. So it looks like this player is healing. I juked 1 kick, and then I got the clone up. There we go. I still got something. I don't think I still have it, but I have something. Regen. Sprint? Ooh, that's nice and fast. That actually works. Excuse me? 30-second cooldown? Man, it's been a minute. I'm gonna be having to get used to all of my new cooldowns and whatnot. My UI is apparently having problems. I think I need to look at my add-ons. Something's going wrong here. That's something I should probably fix before I try and do any skirmishes. Get a couple more heals up. I don't think we're gonna take this. I think we're kind of wasting our time up here unless we manage to kill a healer or 2. Let's see if I can get another cyclone. Out of range. I think I also have an auto trinket. Yeah, I suppose we should just move on because they're all here. So if I can get out of here without dying, that would be great. I feel like I have enough health. Maybe I'm being pocketed by my friends here, but I don't feel like I'm instantly dying. I feel like I have a fighting chance. And you can get gear in PvP too. I mostly just don't want to have. Oh no, we've been 5 capped. This isn't a good look. We're all day. We've been 5 capped. Okay. I just gonna head back home. Gonna head back to the farm, and maybe try and figure out which one of my add-ons are having problems. Twinning's green is fruity with nothing added. This is real PvP. Is it? Oh man. Let's see. Macro Hazel healed all your healing spells, thanks. Do you know of any good heal bot guides or have one yourself? I, in PvE, heal with mouse over macros, so I don't use Voodoo or Healbot. So I wouldn't have a guide for it. I did a guide on my arena friendly key binding, target key binding. Alright, so we finished the battleground, so that's a good thing. We got a little bit of honor. I helped. I'm in there somewhere. Alright, well, could have been worse. What is the name of your UI? I don't know if I ever named it. I have an all my add-ons video that goes through each of my add-ons, and it has a section for all my UI add-ons. I'm going to leave the group and figure out. I need to just disable. I just need to start disabling add-ons. Do I have bug sack actually? So let me see if I can figure out what's actually causing this. Current session. So it's talking about Trade Skill Master. Is it TSM? It works fine on my other character. Maybe it's clashing with another add-on that I have. I don't need it on this character for now anyway, so I can turn off TSM and see if that fixes it. I don't think that's it, though. Let me just disable everything that I don't specifically need here, so... I can keep Alcoholic, I don't think that's it. I don't need Angry Keystones. I don't need... I use a lot of these. Let's see if turning off TSM helps. Best stream to watch while playing WoW. Upbeat and fun. Healbot is tough to set up, but so good once you get it going. That's how I feel about TSM. TSM is not something to set up when you're stressed out or like pressed for time. But when you're good with it, I wonder if that was my problem. I need to queue for just one skirmish and see if my stuff works. Also, I've broken all my chat windows now. You guys can't see because they're behind my camera, but I've made some mistakes. Oh well. I'm gonna queue for a skirm. We'll see how it goes. PvP, quick match, random skirmish. I wish that we only had to finish 10 of them. I wish I didn't have to win. Like, I guess people would just throw if you didn't have to win. But 10 feels like a lot of wins. Maybe it's not. What do you get in that cash? Is it based on your... What's it based off of, I wonder? You get... Is the 15 conquest for winning a skirmish just for the first one, or is that for everyone? Like, could I get my cap just, like, 200 skirmishes at a time? BGs can be cross-server. I will open the group up again if I decide to do any more of them. I'm going to try a couple skirmishes just for now. And see if that's any better. I was having some UI problems. Love the cat cam. I wonder what else I need to set up here. Obviously, without Azurite, that's a problem. Am I going to be good without focus macros? There's only one way to find out. Can I pay you 1,000,000 space bucks to set up my TSM for me? Nah. I appreciate the offer, but I don't do any personalized add-on setup or coaching or anything really of that kind. I also don't even export my own strings just because I don't trust them enough to share them with people. I don't think that, like, I'm not happy enough with my own setup to really recommend it. Like, that's why my guides are mostly focused around helping you find a setup that works better for you, because I think that you're going to get more mileage out of that. Skirmish week is the worst one. I wish it could be as comfy and as happy as that kitty. She's a great role model. Whenever I have, like, just read too much news online, or I'm just not feeling great because of things that are happening online, which is everything. My entire life is online. I look at the cat or I look at the fish and I go, man, you know, they don't know. They don't care. They're feeling great. They, you know, nothing really seems to really faze them. Unless there's, like, somebody knocking on the door and then they're all upset. Video call with my sleeping boyfriend watching one of my favorite YouTubers stream. This is seriously the life. You do have to do arena for the weekly. You have to do skirmishes, which is unrated arena. It's not high pressure. It's not a super scary big deal, but you do have to do arena if you want to get the weekly done. I think they've done a good job of setting up the weeklies in a way that you don't have to do them if it's not your thing, really. The strong box is presumably gear. I'm assuming it's gear. I don't know how good the gear is going to be, though. Like, if you're just a PvE player, you can probably not worry about it. There's the skirm queue. I could watch my cat sleep for ages. I need to pat now and then to let him know that I'm there. Which fish were you talking about? The one that was being bored? That was Nefarian, who is my Bolivian ram. He was in quarantine, which is why he was alone, and he's been moved into the community tank now, and he's doing real good. Jumped into TSM because of you. You made me addicted, and your guide's not even fully out. So thanks for that. Goodbye, life. The important stuff is out. The important stuff is out. The next one, shopping is going to be the next one that kind of looks at shopping for flipping and also for crafting. And then after that, it's just mailing and crafting. Unless I come up with something else that's important. Okay, so I need to make my frames big again. We're fighting Resto Havoc BM. Do people change these in the starting room? They must. I'm gonna do the same thing for everything. So my targets are still good. That's good. I don't know if my focus macros are gonna work, but I'm just gonna try and focus on not dying. Oh, I apparently have Gladiator Loss Up. Okay. So I'm going to get into Bear because I'm pretty sure the Demon Hunter can see me. He looks like he might be going after me, so I'm going to line of sight the Hunter. I'm going to stun the Demon Hunter back here. My own friend is getting pummeled a little bit, so I'm going to give them Iron Bark. And then I'm going to stop giving them buttons because they shouldn't need any more than that. I don't have, I'll give you a Send Word. I don't have anything, any markers on them, so I'm having a hard time keeping track of where they are. If I can get the kick out of the Demon Hunter, I can clone him. There we go. Or are they on the Demon Hunter? Whoops daisies. My bad. I do that a lot. I'm pretty bad for that. I'm going to put that down there. So, are we killing the Rusted Druid or are we not killing the Rusted Druid? Because if we're not, I got the kick out of the Demon Hunter, so I can clone him. Ugh. Okay, I can't get out of that one. I don't have anything on my Hunter. I didn't prepare for that. So, the meta's on me. Get some dots. Make sure I'm modded up. Meta's over. If we're just trying to kill him, then I can stun him. Out of form. Oh, no, in form. Darn it. But one reason. He's in Bear. I would like to go CC him while his crow's on me. It is. I'm gonna Iron Bark the crows. I think I did that. Oh, we killed him. Good job. By we, I mean them. One reason why I'm hesitant to ever stream proper Arena again is because in real life, in my day-to-day life, I am a rather foul-mouthed lady. I swear often and a lot. And it seems to really come out a lot. Like, I try not to on stream because we're family-friendly around here. We're just trying to be casual and have fun. We don't need to use bad words. They're not necessary. But Arena really brings them out of me. Hey, so we got one win. Should we queue's team? Is that a thing? I just want a faster queue. I feel like I would have a very hard time running a clean stream if I was streaming PvP. I definitely didn't used to run a clean stream. Hey Hazel, love your hair. Thank you. Anyone still trying to get the Horde Slayer title? I may have given up on that one. He's pretty new. The fish, pretty new. Had him for 3 or 4 weeks now? 3-ish? Something like that. He just got out of quarantine. How many fish are in the tank? So in that one, there are 13 fish. It's a 20-gallon long. It's got a good amount of plants in it. It's got a very big pothos plant with a big root structure in it. So the nitrates, we're about 2 days away from a water change, and it's still at about 5 nitrates. We've got 6 White Cloud Mountain minnows, 5 Panda Corridoras, 1 Honey Gourami, and 1 Bolivian ram in there now. It's at the top end of being stocked, but as long as the water quality stays in check, I am comfortable in saying that it's not overstocked. Or at the very least, it's not dangerous. Everybody's been doing real good. I do have massive algae problems that I'm working through. I need to figure out if I'm overfeeding, or if the lights were on too long, or if I just need to have more plants in there to help out compete it. So I'm doing a lot of algae cleaning while I try and get to the bottom of where all of my extra algae is coming from. I'm going to give us some markers this time so that I can see where we all are. But because, like, my other tank is just a beta tank, and it's very easy to take care of. I think as long as I only have one tank at a time that's, like, new, and by new I mean, like, within its first year of life, then it shouldn't be too much work, because I'm putting all the time into, like, getting it balanced. And once it's balanced, you just kind of, like, you know, feeding your water changes. Not a big deal. So, Havoc Assassination. I'm just going to keep the same talents for everything for now. I'm not going to stress out too much about trying to change, although I'm not real sure about Focused Growth. I'm just not convinced enough about any of the other options to not do Focused Growth. I think I switched my life bloom a little too much, though. So I'm going to give them both 1 or 2 haunts. I don't know who the targets are. Like, that's the thing that I always get really behind on in new seasons and new expansions, is I don't know who the kill targets are. Like, I can't look at this thing, at my team and their team, and know who they're going to go on. Kind of looks like he's looking for me. We've trapped the Mistweaver. I'm going to go clone him out of that. Oh, he's trinketed. Excellent. Alright, well then I'm even gonna stun him into that. Stun him. Go for clone now. I'm gonna, Iron Bark. Big heals. He's in that. I'm gonna get leg swept. I'm out. Alright, so both of their trinkets are gone. I can't get out of that blind. I miss overgrowth. I got really used to having overgrowth. I think they're still focusing on the hunters, so I'm gonna focus my hots there. I can almost, I should be able to clone now. Are they swapping? I can't tell. Looks like they are. They're certainly not going rogue, so I'm going to clone the rogue. And that should help. Heals. I have all my hots. One more. Let's get some wild growth up.
Sprint. Metamorph down.
I should have pre-bared that, but I don't know if I can help it anyways. My buddy might be dead. He's dead. Bummer. Happens. I don't know why I'm still healing. I don't think we're going to finish this on our own. Maybe we could. You never know. I've seen some crazy 2v3s. Your shirt goes with your hair. Every time you sip your tea, you look like you're about to take a bite out of it. The cup is very small and very shallow, so I can see where that would come from. Hazel, you got me to get 2 betta fish. Hopefully not in the same tank. That's cool. I would love to have... Like, betta tanks are such low maintenance, I think. Once you're set up properly and you've got it all cycled and whatnot. That, you know, is 2 really all that much work, more work than 1? I mean, it's more work. Is it really that much more work? You already have the food. You already have the equipment. I would love to have a couple of different looking bettas one day. Swearing Sailor Hazel. How's Fletta? Fletta's doing good. He's definitely chilled out a lot more now. He spends a lot of time sitting on things. He sits on the floor. He sits in his plants. He specifically likes, like, placing himself in between 2 Java Fern leaves and just, like, taking a nap there. So he's more calm, but he's still eating. His color is still real good. He'll still come up and say hi anytime that you get within 6 feet of his tank. He's been doing good. Sleeping Kitty is so cute. OG Hazel fan. Less than 100 subs. It's true. It's true. Hero and I we've been buds forever. How to make 5 million gold quick for the long boy? If I knew, I would tell you. If I knew, I would have one. I have 1 million gold-ish. And, it's not quite enough yet. Still working on it. Hazel PvP time. I hope you like the Da Hong Pao tea. It's delicious. It's really good. I'm about halfway through it, I think. I used, that little jade tin that Aileen sent me in a separate mail time. Was so pretty that I figured it was a really good fit for that tea, so I put most of it in it. I've gone, like, halfway through it and I've refilled it. Fan isn't the right word since we're co-creators. I always thought of us as colleagues, which is weird because colleague implies that you're working for the same people. And we are both technically kind of, we're not really working for YouTube though. Like, it's an important distinction. Google pays you, but you don't really work for them. We don't work for YouTube any more than, like, somebody with a blog that has AdSense ads on it works for Google. What's in the strong box? Just gear? It's a great question. I don't actually know. This strong box I can open for you right now. It contained a Mark of Honor and 62 gold. I think they can contain gear. I feel like gear could drop from those. As far as the strong box that you get from this quest, probably the same thing. Probably gear, gold, Marks of Honor. Maybe it's guaranteed to have gear. I don't really know. Can you have 2 female bettas? I thought it was only males which fought. You can do female betta sororities, like communities. As far as I know, it's not quite as easy as just throwing a bunch of them in a tank, though. I don't know exactly what you need to make it work, but I know it can be more difficult than it sounds. How do you get gold fast? I mean, there's, like, if you want to get gold really, really fast and you're really good at the game, then you say, hey, I will carry you to a mythic Cahoon kill if you pay me 3 million gold. And that would work, but you'd have to be able to carry somebody to mythic Cahoon kill. I like picking herbs and selling them. That works for me. It's not super fast. It's not slow. My dad got me into Hazel's Pet Guides, now watching her latest content. More like a week box. Man, you really told them. I'm a little disappointed with the queue time. I figured skirmishes would be poppy, because it's not like it's trying to super... I guess it is trying to fill up 2 DPS and a healer, isn't it? I always forget that skirmishes aren't just 2v... Like, skirmishes used to be 2v2. It's just like any 2 players against any 2 players. But if they're always trying to fill 3v3 ones, then I can see. Mary, welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I hope that you enjoy the stream and your emotes. And I appreciate having you here and the support. Makes a big difference. OMG, your cat is so cute. I agree. I like, whenever people compliment my pets, it happens a lot for the cat on stream and for the dog in public because he's a unique looking boy. I always say thank you because that's kind of like the thing that you say when people give you a compliment. But it feels weird because I didn't make him cute, you know? it's not, I didn't do it. It's not really to my credit at all. I could just as easily have a very ugly dog, and that wouldn't be any less noble. It might be more noble, because then I'd be giving an ugly dog a home. I don't really, like, I always feel weird saying thank you, but I don't know what else you say. If you have more than 1 million gold, is Glorious Francois one of your bestest friends? I do have a Glorious Francois. However, I got him before I had 1 million gold because a friend was kind enough to lend me 1 million gold. Temporarily. I gave it back right after. But because you don't have to spend it, you only have to be holding the 1 million gold, you can share in that way. Like, if you can have 1 million gold and pass it around between people, and they can all get their Francois. It works out pretty good. So I'm going to buff or give us markers. Oh, I can't give us markers because I'm not first in. Oh well. It's a Dark Iron though. It's a Dark Iron Dwarf Warrior. He looks so cool. Look at those hammers. Look at that Mog. That's amazing. RMD. All right. Fire Outlaw. Interesting. I look at my talents like I'm gonna change anything. I don't know what I'm doing. It's too late, so I'm just gonna buff myself in stealth.
Success.
Is that pyro gonna really hurt that bad? Yes, yes it will. Okay. He's just bursting. I'm in the blind. Now I'm stunned. I'm gonna get cloned. It's DR'd, which is fine. I'm gonna stun him. See if I can. No, I'm gonna get out of. He's gonna line it. I don't want to get polyed. Oh, he's polying the other guy. So my warrior's over here. I don't have anything else for him. I can help him kite. I keep hearing success. I don't know what that means. Obviously, it's my gladiator Lhasa, but I don't know specifically.
Success.
It sounds like success. I shot it. I got it. I got it. I shot him Elder for that one. But he's gonna die. I'm gonna cleanse it if it gets my buddy. It's been so long since I've done this.
Temporal down.
I'm gonna clone the rogue. I'm gonna root the rogue. Oh, I don't have a button for the root. I have a stun though. Wrong button. Wrong button. Oh no! Oh, you're probably dead. Bummer. I'm so rusty. Darn it, that was a good game. Yeah, alright. Now that I know, the Pyroblast hurts a lot. I have the 100k shirt purple. Don't lick your butt, cat. The hammers are bigger than them. Those hammers look great. Works if you trust each other. Yeah, it has to be people that you trust. It would be rough if it like I wouldn't offer it to pugs. I don't know. Horde's always good at BGs. I don't know about always. They definitely have a skewed win rate on some of them. I wouldn't say always. Let's try again. I wish the Q-Time was a little faster so I could like correct my mistakes a little more quickly. I was losing line of sight on the warrior sometimes. And then I was could have had some faster dispels on the paladin. Bear on bear action. Oh man. Could also just do another battleground. I mean, if anybody wants to come with me for skirmishes, I can create a group. I would need 2 DPS because I am healing. So let's see. Arenas, start a group. It's going to be for I'll put it in customs. Start a group. It's going to be for Ted's gonna be called Hi, I'm Hazel. And we just need 2 DPS for skirms. You don't need to be of any particular skill level or any particular gear level. Heaven knows I'm not. But just for faster queues. Alliance has high win rate in the epic BGs. Oh, do they? I haven't done a single one. Not a single epic BG. I am quite excited that I don't really have to if I don't want to. I guess I should see what you get for them. Like, I know you get a bunch of honor if you win. You get a good amount of conquest, but like, if the whole point of them is that they take a long time once you're in there, I don't know if that's really what I'm about. I feel like war fronts take too long, and I know they're designed that way. They're designed to take a bit of time, but I don't feel like they're interesting enough to warrant being in there for half an hour. Kitty face plant. She does sleep like that sometimes. Like sometimes she'll loaf up, and then she'll apply her face directly downwards into a blanket, and I don't know how she breathes like that. But it's cute. It's relatable. Okay, so I'm going to take the first two off the top of the list, and then that should be it. So, Q, random, skirmish. Thank you. And this way, I can mark us. So if I mark us out here, I think it'll actually stick. Let's find out. So if I'm the circle, I always color coordinate them. And then you would be diamond, and you would be... Love the gnome. A star. Okay. Do you think they're going to add more allied races after Coltorens and Zandalari? Do you think they're done with them at the moment? My prediction is that they're done with them for BFA, but that they will do more for the next expansion. That's my guess. I'm more confident of the first point than the second point. But I think that now that we've got this template of allied races, they're probably going to do a few more allied races before they go ahead and do another proper race. I also think that they could potentially do... Would people get too mad? What if they did a Worgen Goblin allied race as a way of updating the models? Would people be mad if they did that and they didn't also update the base models? I don't know. Okay. BM, Assassin Rogue. Again, I look at my talents like I'm going to change anything. I kind of want to do something instead of focused growth. It's really good for single target. And that's fine, I guess. Nothing else here really floats my boat. I do need to remember to put down efflorescence. I have not put down that once. I need to... Oh, we do have overgrowth. I could just take overgrowth. Look at that. I don't have a button for it, but I could just take overgrowth. I should probably not take it if I don't have a button for it. I thought they took it out for some reason. I don't know. I don't deserve to be here. What's the group for? Skirmishes.
Spring.
Whenever I have a really hard quest to find people for, I just call the group. Hi, I'm Hazel.
Spring.
Okay, I have been stunned. I am using one skin, two skin, red skin, blue skin. I'm gonna stun that rogue. And give myself this and this. And then frenzied regen, and it doesn't matter. That's a bummer. I could have, you don't have blink anymore. Displacer Beast used to be on this little empty button here. And there's no more Displacer Beast. I could, I didn't use my Vortex. I didn't use my Dash.
True shot.
Enjoying the stream. Leopard Gnomes allied race. I would prefer Mecha Gnomes to Leopard Gnomes. Something I was talking about this a little bit in my raid. I used the Coin of Many Faces, and it gave me a Tauren, and I was excited about being tall. It's always kind of, when you've raided as a gnome for long enough, it's always kind of exciting to just be tall for once. And then I was pitching it to my guild. They weren't really having it. I was like, well, what if there was a race, and it was an allied race? It was like a gnome, but tall. You know, you just take gnomes and gnome features and gnome culture and gnome hair, and then you make them tall. Like, taller than everybody else. Taller than Draenei, taller than Tauren. And they're like, a human? I'm like, no, it's still a gnome. It's just really tall. I don't think anybody gets it. I'm not sure that I get it. Why Hazel? Why not Caramel? I don't know. Hi, I'm Caramel. Hazel's easier to say. There would be an uprising if they didn't change the original models. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Thank you for all the work you put into Pet Battle videos. Hopefully you will continue to make more in the future. Finally caught you live. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. How you doing? Like in the Titan facilities in Storm Peaks. Were there tall gnomes there? Or do you mean just like the mecha gnomes? Because, yeah. I think a mecha, like, if they added a mechanical race, I think that would be kind of cool. Most of those were dwarves, yeah. What do you call the gnomes on fire in Oldham? A gnome, but even smaller? Even smaller causes problems, though. Like, if you're too small, then people can't see you. You know, you get into a raid mechanic, like a circle that needs to be soaked, and then other people get into it because they don't know you're there because you're, like, this tall. It's already kind of a problem. Micro gnomes. BFA rep account wide, need to grind for a new character. the rep is not account-wide, but most of the rewards from grinding the rep are account-wide. So if you want, like, the gear, if you want the gear from being exalted with a faction on your alt, you'll need to grind that rep. But if you're just worried about Pathfinder or unlocking world quests or, like, the mounts, then you don't need to worry about the rep, because those things are account-wide. But yeah, like, they've got enough mechanical... They've had enough mechanical beings to, I think, establish a good amount of mechanical lore. They don't even have to be mechanomes. Like, you could have, like a Titan construct race. I wouldn't play it. I don't know how popular it would be. But I think they could make it really cool and make it still feel like WoW. Alright, so we're going healer. Sounds good. I will try not to die. No promises. Maybe I should take renewal instead of dash. So then I have renewal. I mean, there's fine. I need to take a good hard look at my keybinding situation because I don't have quite enough buttons here for everything. I have some buttons like layered. Like I have my innervate underneath my tranquility. Assassination Room BM. Same reason I don't like PvP against gnomes. They're hard for me to click. All right. So I will not CC the Resto Shaman as long as people are on the Resto Shaman. Oh, they're numbered. Look at that. That's weird. Oh, they popped an Earth Ellie. Can wait that out. That's fine. I'm just gonna hang back. Hang back a little bit. I can hot up from here.
Murder Crows. Vendetta.
Crows is on... I'm assuming here. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Capacitor. True shot.
Not quite used to my UI yet. And... Hunter looks like they want to clone me, or trap me. I have a cyclone on them. And there's my trap. And there's... See? Oh, the line of sight is so hard! You're just around the corner. I have to get all the way up in there. Ooh! Nope, not quite. I can try stacking, but it makes it so much easier for them to swap. Mecha elves? We need more elves! Do you think the foxes will end up Horde or Alliance? I don't think they're going to add the foxes. They could, but I don't think they're going to. I think if they were going to, they already would have done, like, we would have had more hints by now. I believe the story that they have those animations and that they have those model customizations for the sake of being detailed NPCs. I believe that. Recipes are not account-wide, no. That's another good reason why you would need to grind the rep. Kitty is asleep. She's mostly asleep. I bet if I made the right sound, and I don't know exactly what sound that would be, but I bet if I made the right sound, she would wake up. Oh, there's a good kitty facepalm. Oh, man. I don't know how cats breathe. Like, I understand it in theory, but then sometimes they just sleep in ways that make you wonder. Kind of hype myself up for vampire-ish blood elves. Vampire race would be so cool. Sand Lane would be really cool, but I would be surprised if they just do more elves. I think we have so many elves at this point that I would be surprised if they do more elves that are the same way. Mechanized sass. Katie looks incredibly sweet asleep like that. She's just a little lump. I have so many pictures of her just being asleep, and every now and then I'll send one to, like, a friend or my mom or whatever, and the last one I sent to my mom, she's like, it looks like she died. That's not cute. That's concerning. It's like, she's just sleeping. Volpera, the same skeleton as goblins. What other allied races would you guys, like, really like to see that haven't already been talked about to death, like high elves? Like, what? I think that they could feasibly do a Naga. If they solve the armor issue, which is granted difficult, but if they could solve the armor issue, I think having a Naga race kind of, you know, they've got the WoW tenure. They've been around forever. Please no more elves. I like elves and I'm sick of them. Thank you for saying that. I thought I was weird for thinking, how do cats breathe? I always felt like cats don't obey quite the same laws of the universe as everybody else. Like, they're solid enough when you pick them up and you pet them, but when they want to get through a small space, they're getting through it. I'm going to switch from focused growth. I'm going to take something else. I'm going to take overgrowth. I'm going to put it on this keybind here, and then I have my Sen Ward behind my shift mod, so I should still be able to use it. Let's I don't know who to hit. I have no idea how to call targets. I don't know who's squishy and who's not. I need to start watching PvP streams again if I'm gonna really do this, which I'm not saying that I'm going to, but if I was gonna, I would need to start watching PvP streams again. Just to pick up the basics of, like, who do you go on? I don't know who the best targets are defensively. Alright, we need markers again. Circle, skull, and star. There we go. So it's the same Resto Shaman. I wasn't paying enough attention to realize if they're with the same team.
Earth Elemental.
Oh, same popping the Earth Alley right at the bat. Alright, well there's my trinket gone. Now I'm gonna try and juke the Wind Shear, can I? Are you going to Wind Shear?
Avatar.
Well, I am CC'd, but so is their healer. But I am very CC'd. I have big heals. I'm cloning the rogue off to peel. Nope. I tried. I guess the rogue had CC. I should probably, against rogues at the very least, spec out of adaptation, because it procs instantly if you get sapped, and it's too easy for them to take advantage of it and then just put you in a full blind. I always hated the Naga can't wear shoes argument that they toss around, since trolls can't wear shoes either. I've actually never heard the Naga can't wear shoes argument, although I see where you get it from. The thing that I think of is that they can't wear pants. Forsaken of more than just humans, that I would really like to see. I would really appreciate Forsaken with like undead other things. It doesn't make sense that we have Death Knights of so many different races, but only undead humans for Forsaken. And, you know, I feel like the storyline of the Forsaken is sort of progressing and branching out in a way that it would make sense, depending on where they go with the storyline. It doesn't have to be Forsaken everything, but if you have a change in leadership in the Forsaken, you could totally expand them to be something else. If they made Hogger a level 120 raid boss, they may just save the game. I don't know if it needs saving. I'm having a good time. Trolls have feet, though. I think pants are a harder problem than the feet, because, Tauren don't wear boots all the way either. Like, they have their hooves sticking out, don't they? And Worgen, I thought Worgen didn't wear feet properly either. Maybe they do. Or am I thinking of Draenei? Or maybe there's lots of things that don't wear shoes. Forsaken Elves. Even though I would love it. Oh, man. Am I not cute? I thought it was cute. Could do one more good one. You can still equip the item, you just can't see it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a way around it. But that's a pretty big thing to give up. It's one thing to give up boot transmog. Like, shoot transmog has never been particularly exciting. But there is a lot of... I feel like pants are very important to the visual look of most sets. Or you know, pants or skirts, whatever it happens to be. I want redeemed for the Alliance? Redeemed? What are redeemed? I know Eridar. I don't want to see Naga. Races outnumber classes. I want new classes. We're good for races. I think that it's okay for them to be more heavy-handed with adding races than classes, because adding classes is such a bigger bucket of worms. You need to figure out where they go in terms of raid loot and where they go in terms of tier tokens if you decide to bring them back into tier. You need to figure out where they fit into PvP balance, where they fit into raid balance. You need to find them a niche of strengths and weaknesses without making them a carbon copy of another class. I haven't done this arena yet. Oh, I'm just excited just to see this. This is cool. Alright. Me and Rogue Skin. I haven't seen... There's dudes in here. They look identical. Why do they look absolutely identical? Oh, we're going. Hang on. It doesn't open for another 30 seconds. I'm confused. I like the speech. Also, this may be a 3v2, which would be a win that I don't deserve, but I will take. I'd like a new range class. I would like a range. I feel like if they do a class, it would be a travesty if it doesn't have a range damage spec, if not 2. I think you need one with 2 range damage specs and a healing spec. Right. Oh no, they have 3. We're 3v3. I'm gonna stay bear. Even though I'm just gonna see stealth anyways.
Sides down.
Well, now that sights are down, I guess I can stealth.
Success.
Oh, this is the mate. This is the fire mage.
Meteor.
Are we on them? I don't know. I think that's his cooldowns though. So. Oh man, vanishing still drops your
Shield.
Vanishing still drops your.
Metamorph down.
Is that meta? I don't know.
Temporal down.
So I want to stun the healer without ruining that. I don't think the mage is going to kick me in blocks, so I'm just going to do that.
Eyes
Go
locked
for
down.
one more. Shift.
Success.
Oh, I didn't quite shift. I can get you out though. There we go. Are we on the healer or are we on the... I just want to know who I can cycle in without getting in trouble. There we go. That's fine.
Metamorph down.
I want to have a couple of hots myself.
Mage.
I'm going to remember to
Shield.
put a efflorescence over there. There we go. I don't have... Oh. I can clone again. I'm cloning in the open, which is very dangerous, but I can do it. There we go.
Temporal down.
And one more. I don't know what my cast time's like. Oh, that was a big gap. Shift.
Success.
Got you. Stunning. Full stun. I'm going to put a thing in there. Oh, cauterize. It's such a big heal.
Success.
Oh, I died. Woo, we won one. That was fun.
Metamorph
I could get used to this if I figure out what I'm doing. And sort out my UI a little better and find keybinds for everything.
Metamorphosis.
I'd be on board. So he's got meta up. I would like to... Oh, he does kick. There it is. I never know how much I should be juking in arena.
No, good save, good save.
I-beam.
I like the commentary from the NPCs. I don't know how much you guys can hear it. I have my sound turned down pretty low, but it's pretty funny. Out of form. There you go. Oh, no. Somebody else stunned him. I can stun our other friend. I don't quite have Vortex up yet. It's a good thing we didn't go Druid. It looks like they're actually reasonably tanky.
Metamorph down.
Oh, my Moonfire's not working because it's not in a focus macro. I gotcha. Alright, let's see what's in the strong box. Bard can be healer DPS support. Void elves are as close as you can get. You can get the guitar. You want a new healer. I want the armored hippo. The armored hippo is from I am finished. Thank you very much, Snecky. The armored hippo is from Arena. Or not Arena. Kind of Arena. It's the PvP, it's the rated PvP mount right now. So if you get, you gotta fill up that bar by winning rated either Arena or RBGs at a certain rank or higher. I think combatant's like 1400, it's not a very big deal. Then you fill up that bar, you'll get the Vicious War River Beast. I would very much like to get that this season. It doesn't require super crazy skilled PvP, it just requires a good amount of it. Alright, what do we get in the box? Not much. We certainly don't have, we only won 2, so we're not going to get the weekly done yet, but that's okay. That was fun! I had a good time with that. Oh man, you need some focus targets. I mean, I have focus targets, that's how I was cloning the Druid. I just don't have focus damage macros, and I don't have, I'm not convinced that my stun was on a focus macro. I think that's why my stun wasn't going off when I thought it was going to. Maybe it is. I just need to fix my stuff up. I haven't done it in a while, so. I am finished with my stream for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will be editing and putting out the Almost Saturday vlog later this evening. I think that's all I got for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.